Just 1 second, we're gonna get started in a moment. I completely forgot to look up what the last shiny I got was, so I know where to start. Let me take a quick look. A little bit late today, it is 9:35. Let's see, I believe the last one we left off on would be the first one. So, same thing as always, a couple of eggs for me to hatch first. Running out of box space here, I really need Pokemon Home to update. And then, where's my boxes of shinies? So last time we ended off here. So since last time, I have gotten 8 shinies plus. Finally, I found a shiny Igglybuff. Now, if you're questioning, is this even shiny? It looks the damn same. There you go, it's shiny. So, today is April 1st. We are going to get started with hatching some of these eggs. Alright. Oh shit. Whoops. I forgot to change my button mapping. Give me 1 second. It'll be faster if I do it like this anyways. And oh shit! Oh shit, I just dropped my Switch. I dropped my Switch when taking it out of the dock. It looks fine. It looks fine to me. Okay, so let me just real quick change up the button mapping. Okay. Okay, all done. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go back here to where we usually hatch. So how is everyone today? Today is April 1st, so I have to start studying soon. Colors are inverted? I don't know what you're talking about. Looks fine to me on my end. Man, I gotta start studying soon, because I have an exam coming up in just over 2 months. Watch it. It looks fine to me. So today's April 1st, my exam is on June 9th to 11th, so just over 2 months away, but I do have basically my entire college program to study, to review, and basically relearn. God damn it, I don't want to study. I graduated, and I don't want to study. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything looks fine on my end. I see you sent me a screenshot. Looks fine to me. Maybe something's wrong with your monitor. You know, I didn't even count how many eggs we have to hatch. It's actually why I'm late today, because, yeah, because I was breeding for these eggs. I was doing a picnic, and well, let me explain. I had dinner, so I think I finished dinner around 8. So I was going to do Jesus Christ, I can't even think anymore. I was going to do one sandwich to hunt one last time, and then do a picnic. So that would take at least an hour, because each sandwich is half an hour. But, oh wait, I'm out of eggs. But, I didn't realize, well not didn't realize, but out of nowhere, my mom just brought over some oranges that she wanted to juice. So I had to, you know, juice a couple oranges. I juiced like half a dozen of them. So that took like 20 minutes. So that cut a bunch of my time. I don't know what you mean by swap it back. There's nothing to swap back. So that's why I'm slightly late, because that picnic. Gotta keep in mind how long it takes to set all those stuff up too. Well, today I got a shiny Patrat in Pokemon Go. I remember how it happened too. I was in the car ride to work. I was using the daily incense. Now you really can't see if it's shiny, as if you ever could have seen if it was shiny. So I was in the car ride to work. I'm never the one driving, so don't worry. For those who are wondering, you play Pokemon Go when you're driving to work? I'm not the one driving. So I used the daily incense in Pokemon Go. There was a Starly there that was from the daily incense, and then a Patrat spawned in. I was just about to leave the red light, and then I figured, you know what? Off chance, what if that Patrat is shiny? Let me just check it. I tapped on it. It took a split second later to load in. And I thought, no way, is this actually shiny? And then the shiny popped up. Because I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. Maybe it's just my phone. But when a shiny pops in Pokemon Go, it takes a split moment longer. Just a split moment longer. Because the game has to load in a different render. So it takes just a moment later for a shiny to spawn in. So that split moment that split moment of lag, I thought to myself, is this really a shiny Patrat? I checked just in case if it is, and it really was. So today I got a shiny Patrat in Pokemon Go. Which I wasn't even too sure if it could be shiny, but then I think I saw on Twitter that someone got it, and all of a sudden I had something brand new I wanted, because I didn't even know you could get a shiny. And that's about the only good thing that happened today. Because for those who don't know, April 1st has always is and always will be a... God, I don't have the right word to say. I don't want to say sensitive word. What? Sensitive day. April 1st will always be a... I don't even know what to call it. An emotional day, how about that? So, basically for the rest of my life, April 1st will always be an emotional day for me. Today on April 1st is my dog's birthday. Today, as of today, he would have been 16 years old. He passed away when he was 13, so just about 3 years ago. Billy passed July 2nd of 2020. And today is his birthday. Today he would have been 16. You know, time really does fly. Not only has it been almost 3 years since he passed, but it's been 16 years since he was born. You know, I debated to myself, do I maybe post a story on Instagram just so anyone who sees my story would remember him, know that today is his birthday. I decided ultimately not to do that, just so I could, well, just keep it private, because, you know, knowing, anyone out there seeing my Instagram story and knowing that, nobody would have cared. So I just kept it to myself. Well, for the past 2 days, we prepared for this. Well, I don't want to say past 2 days, but we have flowers. We bought flowers. We bought 2 sets of flowers. One is literally right in front of me, because his remains are in the same room I'm playing this in. So there is a vase of flowers on the floor right in front of me, which is in front of his box. His box that has his urn and his ashes inside. So that's where one set of flowers is. The other is outside. Outside, once you enter the house, there is a little table. It has his picture on it. So next to his picture, there is flowers and apples, a couple of blueberries. You know, because he absolutely loved to eat. You know, all my dogs absolutely love fruit. And we gave him mostly apples and blueberries most often. Oh wait, what am I doing? I literally just saw that I'm all out of things to hatch. Well, at least now I'm trying to celebrate a little bit of April Fools. The past 2 years, the past 2 April 1st, I really didn't do anything besides just grieve / celebrate his life. At least this time I'm trying something with this totally not inverted game. Yo, what's going on? Did you go out today? Because today was surprisingly warm, at least at the start. When I left the house to go to work, it was so hot I didn't even need a jacket. But then later in the day, it got really cold. There was also I don't want to say a big rainstorm, but just, it looked like it was going to rain. Nice, you went out during the day when it was actually nice. So just before 3 to 4 p.m. What'd you guys have? I mean, I would have joined you guys, but today's, if you were literally like here a split second sooner, you would have heard what today is, and maybe me going out today wasn't the best idea. Then again, maybe I could have cheered up. Maybe if I went out, it would have helped me cheer up. I'm amazed you guys even went to Phoenix. You guys complained so much that that restaurant's expensive. Well, today is just Billy's birthday. So I'm spending the day, spending the night here, doing a half-assed April Fool's, and also just, you know, being as close to him as I can, which is literally being in the same room as him. I mean, that's always the case whenever I do anything. Every single time you see me play something here, I'm literally in the same room as he is. You know, I saw a lot of posts about April Fool's Day today on Twitter and YouTube. I mean, it's no surprise, given what today is. Pokemon Go did a April Fool's thing today where a bunch of Pidgeys spawned in. At first I had no idea why, what was even going on, but then it made sense once I looked on Twitter. You know, I had a really weird dream last night. In fact, I had two. I had two back-to-back weird dreams. And what's interesting is I didn't wake up in between them. I had one dream, it's more like a nightmare, honestly. So I had one nightmare, and then just like the way a SpongeBob episode is, it cuts off from one story into the other part. That's how it happened. One dream just ended, and then the other one started. So the first nightmare I had, I often dream that I'm back at my old house, the house I lived at before living in the current one I'm at. I don't know why, I just often dream about that house. So I was at my old house. I was alone. My family was gone. I was alone. I was out on my front porch for whatever reason, and it was like late at night, really late at night. Maybe like 1 in the morning. So I was just out in my front porch at 1 in the morning, all alone, at my old house. This is a bizarre dream. This ice cream truck pulls up at 1 in the morning. I'm just gonna flat out say a bunch of white dudes came out of it. Well, first of all, it was just there was a guy in the driver's seat who was screaming like, "Ice cream, get your ice cream," while the window was rolled down and he was banging on the side of his door, like making banging noises and screaming, "Get your ice cream" at 1 in the morning. And then he saw me just at my front porch, alone. So him and a bunch of other guys come out of the ice cream truck, for some reason actually just hauling a bunch of ice cream. They started approaching me, and then they just, you know, began to let themselves into my house. They were trying to break into my house. Of course I didn't want that. I didn't want a bunch of guys to just break into my house while I was alone there, late at night. So I started to fight back. I don't remember really what else happened. I just remember, I think I was fighting them off, and then they just gave up. So they retreated. So my house didn't get broken into, but then I think I remember I was inside my house, just heavy breathing. Like I almost had to maybe fight off like half a dozen guys who were trying to break into my house. And then that's about all I remember. And then it cuts off. And then this is where the second dream came. And this one's even more weird. Then again, can you really get weirder? So once again, I was in my old house. But I was in my room. My room was in the front of the house. Front side, so I could look out, and I could see the driveway. So, my room in my old house was on the top floor, but in this dream, when I looked out of the window and saw what I saw, I was suddenly on the ground floor, but I could still look out. So, yeah, this dream is really weird, and I did nothing about it in my dream. So, in my dream, I was looking out from my window. That did nothing. Looking out from my window, I saw this white car pull up. And it was a regular car, too. It wasn't like a white van. I need a drink. I have here the orange juice that I made earlier. So in my dream, I looked out, I saw this white car pull up in my driveway. I didn't know who the car was, who the car belonged to, or who the guy was. Now, please don't get offended, because this is just a dream. In my dream, this brown guy wearing a turban came out of the car, some guy I'd never seen before. So I was looking out the window, I was trying to hide myself, make sure I didn't get spotted. And then out of nowhere, I'm no longer on the top floor. And it was as if I was hiding behind a bunch of store shelves. So I was hiding behind store shelves, maybe hiding behind some merchandise, just trying to avoid being spotted. And I was just watching this guy, wondering what he's doing. And in my dream, this guy, he pulled up to my driveway, he got out, started walking over, and he just kidnaps a little girl in my driveway, just playing. I was just trying to hide in my dream, trying to avoid getting spotted. So instead of confronting him, like, hey, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I tried to, like, take pictures of his license plate so I can maybe call the cops afterwards. And then for some bizarre reason, he came back. The lights in my house just flickered. Let me just check the weather real quick. Make sure there's not a storm going on outside. It's not storming, but there's heavy wind. I am still live, right? It didn't mess that up? Yeah, I think I'm fine. So after he took that kid, put her in his car, he got back out. I'm just gonna finish my story that you have no context to. He got back out, and then for some reason he takes a child version of someone I used to know. Someone I used to know from elementary and high school. He was in my dream, and he was a kid. The younger version I knew. And he just takes him, and then I woke up. I woke up, I'm like, oh, thank goodness, it was just a dream. It was just a nightmare. I had 2 nightmares. And then I looked at my phone. It was 5 in the morning. Ooh, that was a big one. I felt that one bubbling up. So it was 5 in the morning. I woke up from 2 consecutive nightmares. I don't know if you can even call them nightmares. They're just weird. At least it wasn't a nightmare on me being late handing something in for school again. So I got up, I went to the bathroom, and then I opened Pokemon Go for a very specific reason. I'm trying to get my Greninja to be a best buddy, so I need to feed it every like 3 hours to get a heart. I mean, hey, I already woke up, so I may as well do it. Then I went to bed, and, well, the rest of my day played out like normal. So anyways, I didn't really want to go out today, because today is Billy's birthday. So either I go out and just not stay home and just remember him on his birthday, or I could have gone out and tried to cheer up. You know, halfway through the day at work, I kept my mind busy, and I kind of forgot what today was, so I didn't feel down the entire time. And then, my sister, she just comes over and shows me what she actually posted on Instagram, like her story. Posted a little, like, tribute video, music video, with a bunch of his old pictures. A couple of pictures that were phone pictures of phone pictures. Because, you know, back then, we didn't have such high-tech phones as we do now. Back then, when Billy was still young, you know, she had a flip phone. And it's not exactly easy to get flip phone pictures out of them. And especially hard to get them, you know, high-resed up nowadays. So she used her current day iPhone, took a picture of her flip phone with the picture up. He was so small back then. He was a little puppy back then. 16 years ago. So, what I'm doing now is what I usually do. Just spend the night with him in this room that I always spend, well, playing stuff. Because his remains are in this room. You know, I still never seen his urn. The day he passed, the vet gave us a little pamphlet with options on what kind of urn design to put his ashes in. So we chose one that, if I remember correctly, it looks kind of like a rock. And then, for those who don't know, in a vet clinic, when a pet passes away, typically the body gets put into a bag. I don't want to say like a garbage bag, but akin to one. And then it gets put into a freezer to preserve it. And then eventually, people come to pick up any deceased pets, because that's the service that is offered. Some sort of service where they will come and pick up your deceased pets, and they will take it to cremate. And then a couple weeks later, they'll tell you to come and pick up your pet's remains. But we didn't want that for Billy. The day he passed, we didn't want him to be in a freezer for a couple weeks for someone to eventually come and pick him up to take him to be cremated. So, the day he passed, we, immediately afterwards, we brought him to a cremation place ourselves. We did that the exact same day. Because we didn't want him to be frozen for who knows how long, so we just did it ourselves. He passed away, and we brought him ourselves. Maybe a week later, we got a call to go and pick him up. Pick up his urn that is in a box. To this day, I've still never seen it. I don't know if I can bring myself to see it. I'm sure eventually, one day in my life, I'll open that box and, you know, hold him in my hands once again. I just don't know when I can bring myself to do that. You know, originally, what my family decided on, I completely disagreed with, but, you know, I wasn't the one with the say. The power in the family. Originally, because back then, Billy, he would always be with the family when my family would watch TV in the living room late at night. My sister, she would sit on the couch, and then Billy would just lie in his bed, which was beside the couch. So he was with the family all the time. So what I wanted was to have his urn in the living room, just I don't want to say displayed, but out in the open, so that he could always be with the family. But my family said, no, 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 we can't do that. We're not doing that. Having technically a dead body in the living room the entire time would be bad luck, because some sort of Chinese bullshit. A dead body in our presence all the time, or even out in the open all the time, would be bad luck. Well, I wasn't happy with it, but what could I do? And this part I was very not happy with, until eventually I just couldn't take it anymore and I had to do something about it. So my idea of his remains being out in the living room was a no-go. So what did my family do? Where did they put him? They put him in the garage. The freaking garage. Like, he does not deserve or belong to be out there. Not in the blistering hot garage in the summer, not in the freezing cold garage during winter. Like, he does not belong out in the garage of all places. A couple weeks passed of him just sitting out in the garage. Swear to God, if someone threw him away, thought he was another piece of garbage to just recycle, I would have just ended myself. No way would I deal with that. So a couple weeks of him out there, and you know, because my dad smokes. I think it was one morning, I went out to the garage, and there was a big scent of smoke, and I'm just like, God damn it, I can't take this anymore. I am taking you inside. You are not staying out in this garage for a second longer. Not in this weather, not in this condition, and certainly not being surrounded by smoke. So I brought him inside, and then my family decided on another place to put him, and, well, he's been in this room ever since. Well, hope everyone else had a good April Fool's Day. Because now you know, this day will always be a sensitive and emotional one for me. Oh, we have one more egg, I think. One last chance. Yeah, one more egg. No, that's not shiny. So before we hatch those, not hatch, evolve those 8 that I got, I just want to show you guys a couple things with this inverted palette. You know, I'll just take a normal tandem mouse with me. Put it right there. In case you guys were wondering what a shiny inverted tandem mouse looks like, this is normal, and this is shiny. Do you guys see the difference? Normal. Wait, no. Shiny. Normal. I don't know about you guys. You guys tell me, what do you guys think? What is lazier? The fact that for the shiny, they inverted the blue and it became the yellow, but they didn't keep everything else inverted, or the fact that they didn't just use the inverted. What is lazier? Them not going for the inverted? Wait. No, what is lazier? If they had gone with this inverted completely, or them going for portions inverted, but everything else is the same. What is lazier? Another thing, too. Over here. Shiny Veluza. Inverted. It's just normal. This is a... Look! The normal Veluza sprite is now green, so this is a shiny Veluza. But when you invert the shiny, you just get normal Veluza. You guys remember when Pokemon said that when they went to 3D, models, they would not invert shinies anymore? They would pick the actual colors for the shiny Pokemon? Well, guess what? Looking at Veluza, well, that was a fucking lie. And just out of curiosity, this is what other shinies look like when inverted. Here's shiny Tatsugiri, all 3 of them shiny and inverted. Inverted shiny 3-segment Dunsparce. What else do I have? That's what inverted gold texture looks like. Inverted shiny Greninja. How about a shiny inverted Toedscool and Toedscruel? That actually looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. What about a shiny Tarantula or a shiny Gibble? See, tell me, would this not have looked better? Well, maybe not everything, but the inverted pink parts? Would this not have been an excellent shiny? The blue panels? What about something like... God damn it, this looks so good. Why wasn't this the shiny? This looks great! What about... Ah, that doesn't look that great. But yes, this looks good. And this! I mean, I like it. Here's a shiny inverted Magikarp. Shiny inverted Electrode. And Hoppip. Shinx. Okay, let me just go over here and just turn the colors back to normal for a split second. Because if I'm going to evolve these 8, and one of them does turn out to be the 3, then I don't want the clip to be inverted. Okay, we have these... Right, this is not a shiny. Get out of here. Sure, whatever. I'm not going to save the game anyway. So we have these 8 to evolve. Did any of these have marks? Lunchtime mark. And that's it. So I didn't hunt as crazy as it did last time. Oh, wait. Sorted by name. I need sorted by... I always have it sorted by favorite first. Maybe not. How about by type? There we go. Okay, I can do this to 24, so 9 minus... What, 24 minus 9, that is... Come on, you can do math. 15? No, not 16. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh wait, I only put 4 in my party. Whoops. I'm prepared to be defeated by none of these being what we're looking for. I had to think in my mind for a second what the math is, even though I just said it. Math is hard, especially mental math. And especially when you have no IQ like me, it's even harder. I can't turn the camera because of my controls, my button mapping. Can I get this Dreadnought? Nope. I think I might be maxed out on Gimme Ghoul coins in this game again. You know what? Let me just change this button mapping. I don't need this anymore. We already hatched all the eggs. Much better. Now I have camera control. Right, I have Talonflame with me. Who is especially weak to Dreadnought. Don't miss. What type move is Lockjaw again? If the Steel Wing doesn't kill you after like maybe 2 times, then that burn will. 3 times. Did I say lockjaw? That says jaw lock. Shiny is haunting my life. Just in case. What was it? 3 medium candies that we decided on last time? Okay, 4. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. The EXP will level it up anyways. But I'll still do 4. What the hell? My game almost crashed there. I'm also going to change who I have. Homebrew, your 3DS, the Nintendo Ninjas are gonna be at your door tomorrow. Stream video to your computer with Homebrew. So you mean you can... Your 3DS footage will show up on your computer. Is that what you're saying? I was about to say, why didn't this one evolve? That's because it doesn't have enough EXP. I was like, wait a second, that one doesn't look right. It doesn't look like what we want, but it doesn't look right. That's because it didn't evolve. Only with Virtual Console stuff, though? Oof. Okay, noted. It needs to be 4 medium EXP candies. God fucking damn it. I did not mean to do a picture. You know what I just realized? Just now, thinking about this? I was thinking, what number Tandem Mouse is this now? And then I realized, wasn't I on 61 last time? And since I got 8 off screen, what numbers does that put me on? What box is my shinies? Ah, it doesn't matter where I place them. So none of these are what we're looking for, god damn it. Let me just do a quick count. So let's see. 30, 60, and then 4 of them are gone, so that makes 60. 65, count them with me. 66, 67, 68, and you know what number this is. Alright, gonna change the button mapping so I don't obliterate my R button. For anyone saying this is weird, shut up. Let me live my life. And you know what? We're gonna turn back on the inverted color. Because that's fun. Because it's April Fool's. It is a fun day. At least it's supposed to be for everyone else, not for me. This looks cursed. This looks like a liminal setting, or maybe like a haunted school. So, since you can now, play. Can't even think what words to say anymore. Now that you can play 3DS virtual console games on your computer, when are we gonna get some streams of that content? Pokemon. Did you get Blue? Pokemon Blue streams when? The orange juice I'm drinking, I got all the pulp. Like, that's the only part I'm drinking, is the pulp part. The rest of my family got the pure juice part, but I got all the pulp. You know, it's fine. At least I'm getting some fiber. Just setting up my other Switch. If you're just going to emulate them, then what's even the point of homebrewing it? Let's see, V97... red, green, blue. For streaming? I still don't get it. What's the point? What's the point of doing that if you're just going to emulate games? Do you really have many worthwhile games to play on your 3DS to even bother doing that? That you could just emulate instead? I'm still not following. I still don't really understand what you mean. Actually, before we make this picnic, let me just show you guys something real quick. So I did indeed do the Samurott. I didn't have time to show myself doing it this week. Because, you know, I plan to do this with the inverted shit and all that. So I'll probably do this next week when the Samurott event comes back out. This Samurott took me almost 4 hours to get. We all know I ain't no Pokemon master. I'm a shiny hunter, I'm not a battler. I swear to God, if that Go-Go was shiny and I couldn't tell because my colors are inverted. Anyways, touchpad. I don't want to get a drawing tablet just to get bottom screen usage for stuff like Pokemon Ranger. Games like that are weird to play with a mouse. Okay, fair enough. I also bought more tofu and horseradish. So, are you gonna be streaming Pokemon Ranger? Pokemon Ranger stream on Twitch when? At No Shame in Feeding. This sandwich looks spicy, inverted. It looks like someone maybe put in some blue food dye when making the dough for this bread, and then there's just like, I don't know, chili oil on it. Ooh, that's some frozen-looking bread. It looks like this bread has exceeded freezer burn to the point it's blue. A sandwich from hell! The only food you get to eat at the darkest pit of hell is sandwiches. It's tofu sandwiches. Okay, just need to turn off my other switch. You'll probably play Pokemon games, to be honest, though. It'd be nice to play with proper controls. I hear you. I still got 2 versions of Pokemon Crystal to play through to get that shiny Celebi. I would be doing that, but this shiny Tandemaus is just consuming my life. I need to get this. I already spent so much time into this hunt anyway, so I gotta see it through. If I just gave up now, well, I'd probably just return to it later on, but, ooh, I can barely see where they are. Okay. Okay, so they're little black dots on this giant bed of purple grass. Either, you'll probably play either Black 2 again or finish Pokemon Soul Silver. Very good choices there. What am I even seeing here? Is this a bush? It is a bush. You'll play Persona Q. Let me know how that goes, because clearly I don't know how that game plays out. Maybe you'll turn around and tell me it's a masterpiece. You need to play this. Even better than the original. I'm not gonna lie, the inverted colors are kind of throwing me off, but I'm gonna stick with it. It's a fun day after all. People have fun on this day. They don't mope around and cry on this day like I do. People actually have fun on this day. They simplify a lot of characters, so it's kind of sad seeing characters be kind of dumb. So, no difference for Ryuji then, huh? Also, I always forgot about April Fools, never do anything. Well, you already know the story from me. In terms of April Fool's Day and what this day actually is to me. You know, I still never had a true, proper April Fool's experience. Like, I've never pulled pranks on people on this day, nor have I had pranks pulled on me these days. Oh yeah, good luck to you if you want to spot a shiny Igglybuff like this. And you know what? Let's discuss that Igglybuff I got for just a little bit. So Igglybuff has been a shiny I wanted ever since I started hunting Tandemaus. just because it's also a normal type that spawns here whenever I do a normal sandwich, I figured in the process of hunting tandem mouse and how long it'll take, I'm sure eventually I'll run into a shiny Igglybuff, and I'm even more sure that I failed who knows how many, because I didn't notice them. But if you look at the clip, if you look at that clip that I captured, when I noticed that shiny Igglybuff, and don't forget, I actually noticed it too. I saw it, I'm like, does that look a little different? Let me go and double check. See, in that clip, the only reason I even noticed it was different was because of the regular Igglybuff standing next to it. And then I saw the slightest, ever so slightest amount of difference. So I went up to it to double check. In the clip, you even saw me pause for a second too, like, is it? And then I did this, and it was, because my Decidueye refused to kill it. Now, let me explain to you guys why I was so lucky to spot that shiny when I did. Because when that shiny was on screen, the weather was stormy. And in this game, especially in this part of the map, stormy weather blows away Igglybuffs, despawning them. So if I didn't notice that shiny, it would have been blown away by the storm and despawned. So I am so lucky that I noticed it the moment that I did. I don't know, I'm right in front of you. Right, if I didn't do the let's go thing to double check if it was shiny too, if I just stared at it, had I waited a little bit longer to even encounter it, it would have been gone. But I finally got it. I finally got a shiny Igglybuff through hunting this. I always hoped it would happen eventually, but I honestly never counted on it because the shiny doesn't really look any different. I can barely see this in the bushes there. I'm probably just gonna do this one sandwich and then call it for today. I do still have dishes to wash, and who knows, maybe I'll work out after this. Because I haven't worked out in quite a while. I'm too fat and lazy, and I don't ever want to work out. I kept on telling myself to get back to it for like maybe a month at this point. But, you know, I just lack the motivation. Now, there is fantastic motivation, actually, because I have a cruise to go on at the end of August. So, you know, build up that summer body, go on that cruise, pick up some hoes. But yeah, we all know that's not happening. I ain't gonna transform this tub of lard into a Giga Chad body in a handful of months. I mean, technically I can if I extreme diet and just probably deadly exercise, but yeah, we all know I'm not doing that. Well, I ain't exercising quite a bit. I really probably should. But I just don't want to. I don't like working out. You've heard me say this a million times. I hate exercising. All my friends are flat out liars every time they tell me the more you do it, you'll begin to enjoy it. Well, I did do it. I continuously did it, and never once did I begin to enjoy it. Never once did I, you know, just craving, just itching to go back, just frothing at the mouth to do some more exercise. Never once. Man, I see one all the way right there. But there's one here, too. So if I go for this one, that one will despawn. So who knows if that was a shiny or not. That doesn't count. Just kill everything easy. You know, funny thing about that, a couple days ago, I did not get a single shiny of this for like 3 days. I continuously did this. I did multiple sandwiches, and for like 2 days of continuous hunting, I did not get a single shiny. It wasn't until last night, just past midnight, that I decided to shiny hunt while waiting for my hair to dry, and then I could go to bed. Then I managed to snag 2 shinies. So because it was past midnight, I technically got 2 shinies after 3 days with no shiny. Man, this hunt is tough. And I'm getting pretty close to odds, too. It's 1 in 100 chance to get the family of 3. I'm at the very nice number. So I'm getting up there in terms of odds. Eventually, at my rate, I'll go over odds. I'm gonna get like 150 of these shinies before I get what I want. You know what's interesting, though? I tried looking up online videos of maybe people reacting to them getting the family of 3. Not really a lot of videos out there of people actually getting this shiny. Obviously, there's more for 3-segmented Dunsparce, but I'm surprised like how little there is for family of 3 Maushold. Because no one wants it. No one's as crazy as I am. Everyone actually has good judgment and is hunting something with a good shiny, not wasting their life doing this that is absolutely pointless. Isn't that crazy to think? Nobody on the planet besides me is wasting so much of their life doing all this for just a piece of code in a video game. Isn't that crazy? Not a person on this planet, in this universe, is doing this but me. And like continuously too. Some people got lucky and got it right away. Maybe there's no clip of it. Some people just, I'm sure people out there are doing it and they're just not recording it like I am. And then some people, they just give up. They're like, this ain't worth it. Because once again, they actually have good judgment. You might be asking, why are you still doing this then? Don't you think it's about time to call it quits? Just throw in the towel, admit defeat? Well, a couple reasons why I'm still, you know, arrogant enough to do this. Number one, I've already sunk so much time into this. I'm seeing it through. If I have 69 nice shinies, I'm seeing this through. I'm not about to stop at 69 nice and just call it there. Like, I've put so much effort into this already. I'm seeing it through. Number two, this will be the only shiny. Wait. The only shiny that has a 1 in 100 chance that I do not have. I already got the shiny 3-segmented Dunsparce. I may not have an authentic Sinistea and Poltergeist in this game, but I do have them in my Sword and Shield. So the only one that remains is this. And will I be hunting Sinistea and Poltergeist authentic in this game? No. No, I will not. I don't need another 1 in 100's odds hunt. You guys see how long this one's taking me. I don't need to catch another 69 nice shiny Sinistes for them to all be phonies. Then again, you can just see it. Unlike Tandem Mouse, you can see a shiny... Wait, no, you can see if a Sinistea is authentic with, you know, fancy camera maneuvering in this game. You couldn't exactly do that in Sword and Shield. I mean, you could, but you couldn't control it. The camera just had to pan over. You just have to get lucky that the camera would pan over for you to see if it's authentic or not. But regardless, this would be the only 1 in 100 rare form shiny I do not have. Because as of this moment, literally only these 4 exist. To my knowledge. Unless I'm forgetting one. There's Sinistea and Poltergeist, 3 segmented Dunsparce, and family of 3 Maushold. Unless I'm forgetting something, that's it. What's my time looking like? Another 16 minutes. The number 16 once again. I'm trying to think, what else would I hunt after this? I mean, I do want to do the I guess the disguise trio. That's not officially what they're called. But I do want to hunt for Ditto, Zorua, and Zoroark in this game, given how unique those hunts are. Definitely want to try all 3 of those, but I have to frickin' finish this first. I don't have to, but I will. Another reason I wasn't really playing this throughout today, wasn't grinding hard, pause, today in this, was also because I had to grind a whole lot in Kirby. Get those magic points. No, that wasn't the Tandem Mouse, but whatever. Good luck to anyone dissecting this, trying to see if I missed a shiny Igglybuff or not. You know, I got suggested maybe take a break from hunting tandem mouse, since it is kind of consuming your life and it's the only thing that you're hunting for. I got suggested to take a break, maybe hatch for a shiny Oshawott, and to that I said, nah. My break was Rowlet. And besides, the shiny Oshawott line isn't exactly... I don't want to say worth it. To me, it's just not worth putting the time into. I mean, they look nice, but it's just not shiny that I care too much about. I did give up on that shiny Scorbunny and shiny Quaxley hunt because I just really don't care about those shinies. If I have them, cool, but if I don't have them, I don't really care. I don't really care either way. And besides, how am I supposed to exactly hunt for those two if I'm busy doing this? Time spent on that could be time spent on this. Can I just get one shiny tonight, please? Oh, I see one right there. Well, I ran out of things to talk about. Probably just gonna wash the dishes after this. We'll see if my lazy ass exercises or not. I am so gonna die at like the age of 50, if I even make it to that age, because of poor health. Because my fat ass never did any exercise. Like it says here on your record, basically your entire body is failing due to lack of movement. All your joints, your bones, your muscles are just so laxed over the years. Lack of movement meant that they don't function anymore. There's no need to function. So your entire body is shutting down just because it feels like there's no purpose in functioning because you don't move. Please, just one shiny for today, just one. I have, what, maybe 11 minutes left? Nope! Even less of that. 9. By the way, that bit at the beginning, I was kidding. I didn't actually drop my Switch. I'm actually amazed that the Switch even has the option to invert colors. Like, Nintendo actually built that function into the actual console. You know, last time I did this, after I ended, I took a break from hunting this, and then I hunted again on my own, and then I immediately got one. So last time, like after the last time I hunted this, immediately after I stopped, I got a shiny. Ain't that a bitch? At first I had hopes, like, maybe I'll get one shiny tonight. Not anymore. I have maybe 5 minutes left. Nope, 6. Just under 7. Come on. What are all those dots in the sky? Is it nighttime in the game? I think that has to be the case. It's in-game nighttime. That's why there's so many dots up in the sky. Look at that. Bruh, not a single one of these wants to be shiny. I only have 4 minutes left. Bruh. I have maybe 3 minutes. And then you come in and don't spawn any for me? God damn Tandem Mouse, you little piece of shit! Wow, a minute left. I thought my time was up. Come on, can we clutch? Maybe? Just before the sandwich ends? Maybe, please? I hate this game. You know, I appreciate when this game doesn't spawn in a single Tandem Mouse for me. I really appreciate that. The moment we see a Fido on screen, we know our sandwich is done. Like so. An entire half hour of continuous hunting and no shiny. You know, let me just double check. Is is my Gimme Ghoul coin count maxed out? I think it might be. Nope, that's Tandem Mouse fur. Looking for a very high number. Nope! Almost. We're close. Nice. Okay, that's enough from me tonight. switch it back to normal. By the way, did you guys know there's also a grayscale? Look at that. Looks like we're in the 60s. Alright. See you guys.